Hello and welcome to Below the Title. I'm Robert.
And I'm Taylor. And we're back for 2021. And we're starting with Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Coming
to. Number two.
To. We're Fast and Furious territory here with these titles.
So Coming to America, number two.
Number two.
Is a sequel to the 1988 film.
1988 was 33 years ago.
33.
Prince of King's about to become king of
About
King.
to become king.
He needs a male heir to the throne because Zamundan law dictates that it must be to the firstborn son, even though Eddie's character has gone on to have 3 daughters.
Hakim, it appears you have a son. He must be found.
Prepare the royal jet. We are going back to America.
Oh, hell no, Your Majesty.
So he goes to Queens to find his son.
Yes, my son.
Brings the son back.
Presenting King Hakim's son from America.
And my mom's.
And his mom's.
And hilarity ensues.
And hilarity doesn't.
No.
We should actually go through the cast.
Yeah, probably.
Everyone from the first film came back almost. You've got Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, and what was the
Come on.
the wife?
Oh, the wife who I don't think she'd acted since 1988.
Shari Headley. So Shari Headley, is that her name?
Yeah. James Earl Jones, if he passes away before doing another film, that will be his last on-screen appearance. John Amos.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson comes back. And all the characters that Eddie and Arsenio played in the original.
Hey! What you doing back here? Mufasa!
They
That's
even
right.
bring back Salt and Pepper. They're not even in the first movie, but I bet they were glad they got the call. It also has Tracy Morgan and Leslie Jones in supporting roles. And for the first time ever, they were subtle.
Yes, Tracy Morgan was very
They
subtle.
were very subtle. And I really enjoyed both of their characters. Like, I was ready to be like, but it worked.
The dictator next
General
door.
Izzy from Next Doria.
Next Doria, played by Wesley Snipes.
Who is the best thing in this? Wesley's having the most fun out of everybody.
Every time he enters a room, he's just...
He's got his struts and he's got his accent. He's having a blast. I watched Coming to America 1 the night before Coming to America came out, and he doesn't sleep with anyone, and they shoehorned in a way for that to have happened. But I thought that bit was handled quite well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of de-aging going on. It ties into the first film quite well. It will give you one shot of Leslie Jones that you will never forget for the rest of your life. Comedy is hard to make well the first time. Going back to the well 3 decades later is always going to be a challenge.
In a very different environment.
Very different. There was something missing in this movie.
Motherfucker!
While they could get every actor to come back, there was one thing they forgot.
Yes! Yes!
The sharpness.
Fuck you too!
Because this is very safe. This is a cheap, decades later sequel by a studio going, okay, we'll do it, but don't spend a lot.
Yeah.
And then COVID came along and really fucked them up, so they hoiked it off to Amazon.
The key focus really wasn't so much on Eddie. It was on the son. So that he's played by Jermaine Fowler.
That was the same response I had to every plotline with the son.
Because it is the same basic story.
The whole basic storyline.
It's the same basic idea with someone who isn't Eddie Murphy. That's what worked about the first one. It doesn't have that, the wit, the sharpness of...
No.
Or the star power, really, even though Eddie Murphy is in it. But
Eddie
not.
is good in it. Arsenio is good in it.
Yeah,
when
they're
they
all-
starts breaking off into all the like the barbershop and all that, they're right back in there again.
We won't be talking that kind of shit about the hungry babies. You're going to have to get out of my chair.
Politically incorrect.
So what you doing back here, Hotel Rwanda?
If it was more Eddie and Arsenio doing their thing as a focus against Wesley doing something, if that was the focus of the story, I think it would have been a lot more enjoyable.
Well, also with all these reboot quills, they don't really care. They know they're going to get some cash out of the nostalgia off it.
Yeah.
And so they go, the older people will be just happy to see, it's basically the Star Wars model. Show them what they enjoyed, and the young people won't give a fuck.
That is actually what I thought. They shoehorned in all of these references to the original film. And of course, when they go back to Queens and you got the barbershop, that's fair. But then as it went on, they just kept on jamming in all these references. And then right at the end, just anyone that hadn't brought in yet, they just jammed in again at the end.
The one thing that's not in this is Soul Glow. Well, we'll have to break it to you gently that if you're a fan, as I am, of Soul Glow, it's not in here.
No.
Soul Glow.
So early on, when they go back to Queens and to the US, there were a number of pretty good jokes there. And I thought it was starting quite promisingly. And I was laughing at a number of things back in America. And then once it gets back to Africa, it kind of doesn't have any more of that. And so it was a promising start. It didn't keep it up.
There was a few chuckles, there was a few laughs, and then there were no laughs. And then there may have been eye-padding while the whole middle bit played. It's like, I just wrap it up with a party.
Yeah.
I did like the party scene at the end. It ends with a big party. And that actually, for me, movies that end on big parties always seem to end on an up, which is why they're ending it on a party. I think it definitely misses the Landis.
Yeah, and I think they were trying to be too safe.
Yeah.
As you pointed out in the montage earlier, there's no swearing. Doesn't he say MF?
Actually, at one point, Eddie Murphy as Akeem says MFing.
Yeah.
I think if you showed Eddie Murphy from 1983 a clip from him of 2021 saying MFing in a film, he would have told you to get the fuck out of there. And yet here he is.
But there's a couple of references to the preacher being this sexist old man. But it's almost, I just got the feeling that they were trying to apologise or excuse the old film, or like, don't apologise for it. Like, that's what this film was missing.
Well, it's funny that bit in the film when I was watching it again, and it's the beauty pageant.
Yeah.
I was actually going like, well, you wouldn't get one of those in a movie these days. Yeah. And then I thought, oh, you would, but there'd be a few guys up in Speedos. Yeah. Like, that's what they do these days.
Well, like, there was the reversal of when the mother is the bather and now it's the guy
I had a good
cleaning
laugh
her.
at that
I
one.
mean, that's fair enough.
But
That's
she's
a
like,
good reversal.
you need to go back again.
But even then, it was odd because the original one, they come out and saying the
royal penis is clean.
And then this one, she said the royal privates are clean.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
they can't
say the JJ or... But, back in the 80s, though, that's what they would have done.
Yeah.
Going into this movie, I wanted to be more...
That boy is good.
But unfortunately, I think it was more...
Good and terrible.
Before we both watched it, you were concerned that it was only PG-13.
I did say to you, I warn you, it's got the lower rating, which means it's probably going to be pussified. And it was.
Yeah.
As with all comedy these days.
That was my biggest takeaway from it, that it was just trying to be too safe. I give it 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to be generous and give it 6.5 out of 10. You can't recommend coming to America.
No, not if you're someone who likes the original.
Let's face it, if you've seen the original and you have Amazon, you're probably going to waste 2 hours of your life on it.
Yeah.
Make sure you're drunk. You may enjoy it more. I tell you what it did do, though, because I enjoyed Wesley Snipes so much that it came to an end and I was looking at Amazon going, nah. And it actually led me to watch Drop Zone. And Drop Zone will be coming to Blast from the Past soon enough because I enjoyed the shit out of that. Yeah! So it's not all that bad. It did push me in the direction of something that I got more enjoyment out of it.
After I watched it, maybe it was the African thing, I felt I wanted to watch Ace Ventura 2. So I watched Ace Ventura 2.
So the best thing we can say about coming to America is that it makes you want to watch other films.
Do we need to do an ending? So we've got to say what, like, subscribe.
This bit at the end is when we're supposed to beg people to like and subscribe us. Thank you for watching. I genuinely do like the fact that people are watching.
We're into triple figures on some.
Oh, watch Cats. It's only got 14 views for fuck's sake.